I just got off a podcast interview with Judith Warner. She's the author of And Then They Stopped Talking to Me, Making Sense of Middle School. That episode will come out later in the year. But it was really fascinating for me because I got to see and talk to her about how challenging middle school is for all the reasons we remember. How, in middle school, we it's such a challenging time for kids socially, the growth that's happening, the separation, all of those things. And I don't know about you, but for me, seventh grade was the worst year of my life. There, I was bullied in some ways. I was really mean to some other friends. Like, it was a horrible, terrible year with a bunch of suffering. And so we talked about how can we protect our kids? How can we protect our kids from this challenging time? And it was really fascinating because she talked about how parents often make it worse because we are trying to protect our kids and we're getting too involved. It's really fascinating. So you'll get to hear that conversation later. But what was really interesting to me is that how do we help our kids, whether they're going through something big in middle school with their friends or at all the different ages, that it really does start with mindfulness. It starts with our own ability to remain grounded, to steady our hearts and our minds and our nervous systems. Because in middle school, it's not helping your child if you get triggered by your own stuff and all the stuff that may have happened for you in middle school, or you feel all the things your child feels too deeply and you get too involved. And so we have to actually, if we're going to be able to help our kids, we have to be able to be this calming, grounding presence that can hear their challenges and be there for them and provide a haven. And if you think that creating home as a haven is it's hard when you got like a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, when you have an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, it gets even harder. But you can start habits early to help build it all the way along. And so how do we help our kids? It always starts with us, with our ability to be present, to offer them our real presence and listening. So I'm doing a 7-day mindfulness challenge for parents. It starts on April 27th. Hi, honey. And there is a link in below. It's at mindfulmamamentor.com/challenge. I'm going to make doing your own meditation practice easy with guided meditations each day and mindful parenting tips. Each day it'll be a live challenge. You can do it with the support of hundreds of other parents. So I invite you to check it out. It's really the foundation. So I hope to see you there. Take care. Namaste.